supporter of our sunshine laws. It is critical for our faith in government that there be transparency and accountability in all aspects of all agencies and all branches of government. That being said, I think that there are many who believe that the Sunshine Ordinance Task Force has not worked as it should in recent years, and I certainly agree with the sentiment that I do think it's time for there to be some change and some new leadership. I've had concerns about the task force recent decisions to disregard the city charter, the city attorney, and city law, and we have all heard about the inefficiencies in how meetings have not been run the way that we hoped that they would. The fact of the matter is, many staffers in city government have spent countless hours at the task force because that body has not been run the way that it should. I do want to take a moment to talk about Bruce Wolf, and I will be supporting Supervisor Wiener's amendment. That being said, I do have a lot of respect for the former Vice Chair and current Chair of the Sunshine Ordinance Task Force. I would consider supporting him in the future for other positions, but I think like the other seats on this body, it is time for change. It is time for new leadership, and colleagues, I hope that we will be able to move forward in that direction.
Supervisor Olague.
Yeah, I support a lot of what's been said, but I do feel that there is something to be said for having experience on these bodies, and I think with the inclusion of some new members, it will help create a more balanced discussion and outcome. So I would like to see Bruce Wolf remain. I've known him for many years, and as a good government person, a hard worker, and so I support his remaining there. I would also support seeing Doug Comstock remain. I've known Mr. Comstock for a number of years, and he's always been a good government person, and I think it's unfortunate that he's no longer going to be there to serve. So I just wanted to make mention of that.
Supervisor Cohen.
Thank you very much. I just want to really take a moment to, we've acknowledged the Rules Committee, but want to acknowledge the task force for their service and their commitment, and this includes Mr. Wolf. I also would like to thank the members of the public that are here today. I'm very supportive and encouraged by the diversity of the candidates that have been put forward, including members of the LGBT community, the African American community, as well as the women's community. It is very important that we have a task force that reflects the diversity of the city and county of San Francisco. In particular, I'd like to acknowledge David Sims, Lou Fisher, and Kate Grant. I feel they're immensely qualified for the task force, and they bring a significant experience in the legal profession, as well as consumer advocacy, community organizing, and media, all areas of expertise that I believe will lend itself nicely to the task force. As some of the colleagues have already stated today, I too am very concerned about the task force position on how the city charter applies to their proceedings. And as was mentioned by Supervisor Campos in the Rules Committee, that the charter of the city is our democratic foundation. It's a standard that all of us as members of the Board of Supervisors must live up to, and I strongly believe that all of the members of our appointed and elected bodies must also live up to as well. I understand some of you, why some of the members of the task force firmly believe that their position on this issue was correct. I just happen to not share that particular opinion. I will be supporting the motion that Supervisor Wiener has put on the floor today. Thank you.
Supervisor Kim.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify, there were 4 nominations that were made by our organizations that get to nominate to the task force. That includes the League of Women Voters, New American Media, and it is not that we rejected those appointments, we just asked for more nominations to look through. So Doug Comstock has not, I just want to clarify, Supervisor Olague, Doug Comstock could still come to the full board, but we just want to see more applicants to be able to choose from as well. And I want to say as well, I thought Mr. Comstock was very impressive. I actually thought that all of the nominees were very impressive. I just think we want to be able to make some decisions there. It seems that most folks have already made up their minds, but I will just speak on behalf of Bruce Wolf. You know, we chatted after the Rules Committee about the city charter and a number of things that can be done to make Sunshine Task Force move more smoothly. And I do, and he is very committed to ensuring that the Sunshine Task Force complies with our city charter, and he is very committed to working with the Board of Supervisors on how to run our meetings more efficiently. I think with a very new group of task force members, Kit Grant, David Pilpel, David Sims, Chris Hyland, Louise Fisher, we will have a lot of new energy on this board that's really committed to the task force. I would like to see Bruce Wolf continue on. I think that he'll provide a good balance. At this time, we will only have one remaining task force member, that is Jackson West, that will be continuing on. He was just appointed by our Rules Committee last year, and I would like to see some balance. I think that both Bruce and Jackson will be very helpful in working with our 5 new task force members.
Supervisor Marr.
Thank you. I wanted to thank the Rules Committee for the hard work on this one. I'm in agreement with many of my colleagues that the